He's gone.
She's here.
He didn't die.
He didn't disappear in an accident. No one kidnapped him. But the truth?
He's gone.
And she's here. The night it happened, nothing dramatic was supposed to unfold. No thunderstorm. No screaming match. No life-changing announcement. Just a quiet apartment. A ticking wall clock. And a version of me standing in front of a mirror, holding a dress like it was either salvation or destruction. My name used to feel solid. Daniel, 28. Financial analyst. Logical.
Stable.
The kind of man who calculates risk before making decisions. But there are some risks you don't calculate. Some parts of you don't ask permission before they take over. And the truth is, Daniel has been fading for a long time. I just didn't want to admit it. If you met me at work, you'd never suspect a thing. Glass office tower downtown. Tailored suits. Coffee in one hand, spreadsheets in the other. I'm the guy who fixes other people's mistakes. The dependable one. The grounded one. The future husband material. And I have a girlfriend who believes that too.
Mia.
Confident. Intelligent. A pediatric nurse with a smile that can disarm anyone. We've been together 3 years. Long enough to talk about engagement rings. Long enough to argue about curtain colors. Long enough that she trusts me completely. And that trust? It presses against my chest every single day. Because she thinks she knows who she's building a future with. But she doesn't know about the other closet. Not the one with jackets. The one inside me. It started small. It always does. A feeling. A curiosity. A whisper. I was 16 the first time I stared too long at my reflection and thought, what if I looked softer? Not weaker. Not smaller. Just softer. I buried it like boys are taught to bury things. Emotions.
Doubts.
Anything that doesn't fit the blueprint. I dated girls. I lifted weights. I deepened my voice, subconsciously. I played the role so well that even I started believing it. Until the nights got too quiet. Until the silence inside my apartment felt louder than the city outside. That's when she began showing up. Not physically. Not yet. But in the way my thoughts shifted. In the way I'd linger near the women's clothing section online just a second too long. In the way my chest tightened when I imagined what it would feel like to be seen differently. To exist differently. To breathe differently. Her name came to me randomly one night. Alyssa.
I don't know why.
But once I said it in my head, something clicked. Like a door unlocking. Daniel felt like armor. Alyssa felt like skin. The first dress I bought was cream-colored. Simple. Elegant. Almost innocent. I told myself it was just curiosity. Just to get it out of my system. Just to understand and move on. That's what I told myself while my hands shook at the checkout screen. That's what I told myself when the package arrived and I hid it in the back of the closet. That's what I told myself when Mia went to work a late shift and I finally took it out. I remember standing in the bedroom. Heart racing. Breath uneven. The apartment unbearably silent. I could still stop. I could throw it away. Laugh at myself. Be normal. But instead, I stepped into it. And the world shifted. The fabric slid over my body like it belonged there. My shoulders relaxed. My posture changed. My breathing softened. It wasn't sexual. It wasn't a joke. It was alignment. For the first time in my life, the reflection staring back at me didn't look like someone performing masculinity. It looked like someone arriving. That terrified me more than anything. Because this wasn't a phase. This wasn't rebellion. This was recognition. Since then, I've lived 2 lives. Daytime Daniel. Nighttime Alyssa. Daniel cooks dinner with Mia. Talks about investments. Plans vacations. Alyssa waits in folded fabric and hidden makeup bags. She waits for opportunity. For silence. For privacy. But lately she's not waiting anymore. She's pushing. Harder. Stronger. When I look in the mirror now, Daniel feels rehearsed. Alyssa feels real. And that realization? It's breaking something inside me. Because if she's real, then what does that make him? Tonight wasn't supposed to be different. Mia texted me an hour ago. Emergency shift. Might be home late. I should have felt annoyed. Instead, my pulse quickened. The apartment is dark except for the bedroom lamp. Shadows stretch along the walls like witnesses. The dresser drawer is already slightly open, like it knows. Inside are 3 dresses now. A wig, a pair of heels, lipstick the color of quiet rebellion. Each item feels less like a secret and more like a decision. I stand in front of the mirror again. Still Daniel, but barely. My fingers trace the edge of the cream dress hanging on the closet door. I don't hesitate this time. I don't tremble. I don't whisper excuses. I undress slowly, intentionally, and when the zipper slides at my back, something final settles into place. This doesn't feel temporary anymore. This doesn't feel like hiding. This feels like emergence. I step closer to the mirror. Mascara, lipstick, the wig adjusted carefully. And when I lift my chin and really look, he's not there. Not fully. Not anymore. My voice catches in my throat as I whisper the truth out loud for the first time. He's gone. The silence answers back. And in that silence, she smiles. But somewhere deep in my gut, beneath the thrill and the clarity, there's a flicker of fear. Because if Daniel is fading, what happens when Mia comes home and realizes she's not living with the man she thought she knew? And what happens if she likes her more? The first mistake I made that night was feeling safe. The second mistake? Locking the bedroom door instead of the apartment door. I don't know why I did it. Habit maybe. Fear of being walked in on while dressing. The bedroom felt like my stage. My sanctuary. The rest of the apartment still belonged to Daniel. And that division? It's thinner than I ever realized. The cream dress hugs my body differently now that I've worn it more than once. It doesn't feel foreign anymore. It feels claimed. The wig slides into place easier tonight. I've practiced adjusting it. I've learned the angles that soften my jawline. The lighting that makes my features blur just enough to look right. My hands are steadier with the mascara. Less guilt. More intention. Each stroke feels symbolic. Layer by layer, I'm not just changing my appearance. I'm peeling him away. When the lipstick glides across my lips, a slow breath escapes me. There she is. Alyssa doesn't stand like Daniel. She doesn't fill space aggressively. She moves with measured softness. Her shoulders relax instead of square. Her hands don't clench into fists. I take a step in the heels. Wobble. Adjust. Step again. The click of the heel against hardwood echoes through the apartment like a countdown. This is dangerous. That thought should stop me. Instead, it thrills me. I walk to the mirror in the hallway, the one Mia uses before leaving for work. This is different from the bedroom mirror. This one feels exposed, like I'm crossing territory. Alyssa in the shared space. Alyssa where Daniel brushes his teeth. Alyssa where Mia fixes her hair. My pulse spikes. This feels like trespassing. And yet, it also feels like claiming space I've always avoided. I study my reflection. The dress falls elegantly against my legs. The heels elongate my posture. The wig frames my face just enough that if someone squinted,
No.
don't go there. Don't imagine being seen. Because being seen means consequences. A sudden vibration cuts through the silence. My heart slams against my ribs.
Phone.
On the kitchen counter. I freeze. 3 seconds pass before I can breathe again. I move carefully, heels clicking softly against the floor, each sound amplified in my mind. The phone lights up.
Mia.
My stomach twists. I answer quickly, forcing my voice lower, clearing my throat before speaking. Hey. There's background noise on her end. Hospital chatter. Beeping machines. Hey babe, she says, distracted but warm. Just checking in. You okay? My reflection stares back at me from the microwave door. Lipstick.
Wig. Dress.
I'm fine. I say carefully. Just relaxing.
Good.
I might get off earlier than expected. Maybe an hour. An hour. The word detonates inside my chest. That's great. I manage. You sound weird. Do I? I'm just tired. She hums thoughtfully. You sure you're okay? Am I? I glance down at myself. Cream fabric. Red lips.
Heels.
I'm fine. There's a pause. A small one, but long enough to make my skin prickle. Okay, she says finally. See you soon. The line disconnects.
Soon.
Not late.
Soon.
My heart is racing now. An hour. That's enough time to change back. Enough time to erase her. But instead of rushing to the bedroom, I stay still. Because something inside me doesn't want to change back. That thought scares me more than Mia's early return. I walk slowly back to the hallway mirror. Alyssa looks calm. Daniel would already be panicking, stripping the dress off, smearing the makeup away. But Alyssa? She tilts her head, almost defiantly. What if she saw you like this? The question forms before I can stop it. What if Mia walked through the door right now? Would she scream? Would she cry? Would she laugh? Or would she look at me and finally see something I've been hiding from myself? I shake the thought away. This isn't romantic fantasy. This is risk. This is real. I head back to the bedroom to change. That's when I hear it. A sound that doesn't belong. The metallic rattle of a doorknob. Not the bedroom door. The apartment door. My blood turns to ice.
No.
No, she said an hour. The handle twists again. Then the unmistakable click of the front door unlocking. My mind fractures. She's early. She's early. She's early.
My heels are still on.
The wig still perfectly placed. Lipstick fresh. I can't outrun this. Panic surges through me as the front door opens. Mia? I hear her voice call lightly. You home? Her footsteps enter the apartment.
Close.
Too close. I look around wildly. The bedroom is 5 steps away. 5 steps that feel like miles in heels.
Think. Think. Think.
I kick the heels off instantly, grabbing them in one hand. I rush toward the bedroom just as her purse drops onto the kitchen counter. I'm here. I call back, praying my voice sounds normal. I slam the bedroom door shut, locking it. Silence. My breathing is ragged. Footsteps approach down the hallway. Then stop. Right outside the door. Why's the door locked? Mia asks, tone light but curious. Because Daniel is gone. And she's standing exactly where he used to be. I swallow hard, staring at my reflection one last time. Cream dress. Smudged panic in my eyes. Lipstick too bold to hide quickly. I was changing, I say. A beat of silence. Changing, she repeats. My pulse pounds in my ears. I need to move. Makeup wipes. Clothes. Anything. But my hands are shaking now. Outside the door, I hear her shift her weight. Daniel, she says slowly. And for the first time, that name feels wrong. Completely wrong. Inside the locked bedroom, half dressed in truth and half trapped in fear, I realize something irreversible. If she walks in right now, there may be no going back. Because maybe, just maybe, he doesn't want to come back. The door handle moves. Just slightly. A soft metallic click. Daniel, Mia says again, softer this time. Why is the door locked? Her voice isn't angry. It's confused. And somehow that makes it worse. Inside the bedroom, my entire body feels like it's vibrating. My fingers are still clutching the heels. My lipstick is still bold. The wig is perfectly in place, almost mockingly perfect. I could change. I could rip the dress off. Smear my face. Hide the evidence. But there's no time. And deeper than that, there's something else. A resistance. A quiet, dangerous voice whispering. Stop running. My reflection in the mirror looks terrified, but also steady. Alyssa is breathing slower than Daniel ever would. Another knock. Are you okay? Mia asks, concern bleeding into her tone. And suddenly this isn't about being caught. It's about trust. If I lie again, if I scramble and hide and pretend, then Daniel survives. But Alyssa suffocates. My throat tightens. Give me a minute, I say. Silence outside. Then, you're scaring me. That breaks something inside my chest. I look down at myself. Cream dress. Bare feet now. red lips slightly trembling, mascara sharp against wide eyes. This isn't a costume. It doesn't feel like one anymore. This feels like skin. And for the first time in my life, I realize something with terrifying clarity. If she leaves me for this, I would still choose it. My hand moves before my fear can stop it. I unlock the door. The click sounds louder than thunder. I open it slowly. Mia is standing there in her scrubs, hair slightly messy from a long shift, exhaustion in her posture. She starts to speak. Then she freezes. The silence between us is violent. Her eyes travel upward. From my bare legs, to the hem of the dress, to my waist,
My chest.
my lips, my face, the wig. Her expression doesn't explode. It doesn't collapse. It changes. Shock first. Then confusion. Then something I can't immediately name. Daniel, she whispers. The name hits me like a slap. I swallow. My name. My voice shakes. It doesn't feel like that right now. The words hang between us like fragile glass. Her brows knit together. What is this? Not accusatory. Not cruel. Just searching. I step back slightly, giving her space to step inside. She does. The bedroom suddenly feels too small, too intimate, too exposed. It's not what you think, I say automatically. Then I stop. Because I don't even know what she thinks. I've been doing this for a while, I admit. Her eyes snap back to mine. How long?
A year.
The word lands heavy.
A year?
Her voice cracks. You've been hiding this from me for a year? Guilt slams into me. Yes. Why? That question is the real blade.
Why?
Because I was afraid. Because I didn't know what it meant. Because I didn't know if I was losing myself or finding myself. Because I didn't know if loving you and being this could exist in the same world. I didn't understand it at first, I say quietly. I thought it was just stress. Or curiosity. And now, she asks.
Now.
The mirror behind her catches my reflection. Not Daniel. Not fully. Alyssa stands there, trembling but upright. Now it feels like me. The room goes still. Her breathing changes. You're saying you're what? Trans? She asks carefully. The word hangs there. Heavy. Definitive. Terrifying. I don't know. I admit honestly. I just know that when I'm like this, I feel real. Tears well in her eyes. And that nearly destroys me. Was I not enough? She whispers. That question slices deeper than anything else tonight. This isn't about you, I say quickly. You've never been the problem. Then why didn't you trust me? She fires back, voice rising now. Because I didn't trust myself. Because if I said it out loud, it would become real. Because once she's here, he can't come back. I step closer instinctively, but she steps back. That hurts more than I expected. You've been living a double life, she says. Sleeping next to me, making plans, talking about marriage. Her eyes move over my dress again. Who have I been with? That question breaks the final barrier inside me. You've been with me, I say firmly. She shakes her head.
No.
I've been with Daniel. Silence. And that's when it hits. Daniel was never fake. He just wasn't complete. I didn't kill him, I say softly. I just stopped pretending he was the whole story. Her jaw tightens. You look different, she says quietly. Not cruelly. Observationally. Is that what you want? To live like this? All the time? The question pulses in my chest. I don't answer immediately. Because answering means crossing a line that can't be uncrossed. Instead, I step toward the mirror. Stand beside her reflection. Two versions of my life in one frame. Daniel's girlfriend. Alyssa's truth. I don't want to disappear anymore, I whisper. A tear slips down her cheek. You could lose everything, she says. I know. You could lose me. The room feels like it's tilting. This is the moment. The true climax. Thrill or safety. Truth or comfort. Her or him. My voice steadies in a way it never has before. I already lost him, I say quietly. And I can't keep losing myself, too. Her breath shudders. The silence stretches unbearably long. Then, her eyes harden slightly. Take the wig off, she says suddenly. The request shocks me.
What?
Take it off. My hands move slowly to the edge of it. I lift it away. My short hair falls free. Mascara. Lipstick.
Dress.
Half and half. Two identities colliding.
She studies me. Really studies me.
Do you still feel like you? She asks. I close my eyes. Search inward. The answer comes without hesitation. Yes. When I open them again, she looks shattered, but not disgusted, not angry.
Shattered.
I don't know what to do with this, she whispers. That honesty hurts, but it's real. Neither of us prepared for this night. Neither of us prepared for the possibility that love might not survive authenticity. She turns toward the door, and panic grips my lungs. Are you leaving? I ask. She pauses. Hand on the frame. I need air. That's worse than yes. She walks out. The front door opens. Closes. Silence. I stand alone in the bedroom. Dress still on. Makeup still intact. Wig clutched in my hand. No more hiding. No more pretending. But also, no idea if I just destroyed my future. I walk back to the mirror slowly. The reflection staring back at me looks shaken, but certain. He's gone. I whisper again. This time, it doesn't feel like a question. And in the quiet apartment, with the echo of the closing door still ringing in my ears, she's still here. The apartment feels different after Mia leaves. Not empty, just heavier. Like the air itself is waiting for something to happen. I'm still standing in the bedroom, dress clinging softly to my body, makeup slightly smudged from emotions I didn't know how to control. I expected relief. Instead, I feel suspended, like I'm standing on the edge of a decision I already made, even if I don't fully understand what that decision means for my future. My phone is on the bed. No messages. No calls. Nothing from Mia. Just silence. And silence is terrifying when you're not sure if it means acceptance or abandonment. I sit down slowly on the bed, heels discarded beside me like forgotten armor. My reflection stares back from the dark bedroom mirror. Short hair now. Red lips slightly faded. Eyes tired but awake in a way I've never seen before. Daniel would have been panicking. Daniel would have been drafting explanations in his head. But Daniel is quieter now. Like he's standing behind me, watching, waiting. 20 minutes pass. Then my phone vibrates. My heart jumps violently in my chest. Unknown number. I hesitate. Then answer. Hello? Static for a second. Then a woman's voice.
Not Mia.
You should have told her earlier, the voice says. My stomach drops. Who is this? I whisper. A soft breath on the other end of the line. I'm someone who knows what happens when secrets get too comfortable, she says calmly. My mind races. Who are you? I repeat. Instead of answering, she says something that makes my blood run cold. She didn't leave because she was angry. My grip tightens around the phone. She left because she's thinking, the voice continues. And people who think eventually make decisions.
My throat feels dry.
What do you want from me? I ask. A small pause.
Then,
I want you to decide who you're going to be when she comes back.
the call ends. Just like that.
No explanation. No identity. Just warning. I stand up immediately. Walk to the front door. Unlock it. Then lock it again. Then unlock it again. My mind is spiraling now. What if Mia is talking to her friends about me right now? What if she's deciding whether I'm still the man she fell in love with? Or if I've become someone else entirely? The dress suddenly feels heavier. Not physically. Emotionally. Like it's carrying consequences I can't see yet. The door handle moves. I freeze. Heart stopping in my chest.
Slowly. Carefully.
The lock turns. The door opens. My breath catches. But it's not Mia. It's my neighbor, Mrs. Collins, from across the hallway. She's holding a tray of cookies. "Oh," she says, blinking when she sees me. Her eyes move over my appearance, the dress, the makeup, the short hair. Not judgmental, just curious. I heard voices earlier, she says. Just wanted to check if everything was okay. My brain scrambles. Neighbors hearing voices. Mia leaving. Unknown phone calls. Everything feels connected in ways I can't fully understand. Everything's fine, I say quickly. She studies me for a long moment, then smiles gently. You know, she says softly, people think secrets are about hiding from others. She pauses. They're usually about hiding from ourselves. And then she leaves, leaving me standing in the doorway with words that feel heavier than accusation. I close the door, lean against it, and that's when I hear the key turning in the lock from the outside. My heart explodes in my chest. Slow footsteps. Then Mia's voice from the other side of the door. Daniel, I need to talk to you. Not angry, not crying, just different. I don't open the door immediately, because something inside me is afraid of what she's going to say next. I've been thinking, she continues through the door, about everything you told me. My hands shake. I don't know what this means for us, she says slowly. But I know I don't want to pretend I didn't see you tonight. My eyes sting. But I need to ask you something, she says. My chest tightens. If I stay with you, am I staying with Daniel? The question hangs in the hallway air. Heavy. Impossible. I don't answer immediately, because I don't know the answer yet. Inside the apartment, half dressed in truth and half standing in uncertainty, I realize something terrifying. This isn't the end of hiding. This is the beginning of choosing. And as I reach for the door handle, Mia suddenly speaks again, voice trembling slightly. Open the door and tell me who you are now. My hand freezes, because on the other side of that door is my future, or my destruction. And I still don't know which one I'm ready to face.